After a disappointing 7-5 season in 2021, Miami Hurricanes fans are hopeful that 2022 will be radically different. There's a lot of reasons for Canes fans to be excited. An influx of money has been pumped into the football program. Top-tier coaches have been brought in from all across the country, and the overall culture in Miami has received a much-needed reset. Now, with those things being said, let's take a few minutes in this video and discuss the top 3 issues that the Miami Hurricanes must address and improve on in 2022. What's going on, Canes fans? Say it with me loud and proud. 20K in 2022. 20K in 2022. 20K in 2022. Listen up. I need you to help me help you by subscribing to this YouTube channel. Once we hit 20,000 subscribers in 2022, which is an entirely possible, achievable goal. I know that we can do it. I'm going to go live, throw a little party, and we're going to do some giveaways, and I can give back to you guys, the subscribers. I want to give a huge shout out to Millis Vanillis, who decided to subscribe to the channel on February 21st, and my man Sean Kelsey, who subscribed way back in July of 2017. I appreciate you guys. So let's dive right into this list. Just keep in mind that there are way more than just 3 areas that the Miami Hurricanes need to improve on. I feel like that goes without saying, but unfortunately in today's times, I got to put that little disclaimer in there. These are just 3 areas, 3 things that I personally feel like are crucial for us to improve on to have a successful 2022 season. And kicking off this list at number 3 is becoming more physical and dominant in the trenches. There's no denying that Miami's O-line and run game have struggled, and I understand that we saw some slight improvement towards the second half of the 2021 season, but it still wasn't enough. Last season, Miami actually ranked 108th in the country in total tackles for loss allowed at almost 7 per game. Amongst ACC teams, the only 2 that were worse than us was Duke and North Carolina. We all know that Mario Cristobal loves having a big, physical, tough O-line to work with, and that's a big reason why he brought over his right-hand man, our current O-line coach, Alex Maryville. So assuming that our OC Josh Gaddis decides to implement some similar concepts here at Miami that he used at Michigan, strong and physical O-line play for us this season will be crucial. And in my opinion, it all starts with our strength and conditioning coach, Aaron Feld, beefing these guys up with our current 4th quarter program that we have going on. And also Alex Maryville working with these guys, their technique, and coaching them up during the spring. It's been such a long time since Miami has consistently dominated the line of scrimmage, and it is going to be absolutely critical that we improve in this area if we want 2022 to be a success. Number 2 on my list of top 3 things that the Miami Hurricanes must improve on in 2022 is creating turnovers again. With Tyler Van Dyke's confidence continuing to grow this season, plus the amount of weapons that we have on offense, there's a higher chance that the offense could generate points off of turnovers this season, assuming, of course, that we can create those turnovers. Because you guys do realize that in 2021, we only created 11 turnovers, right? 11. Those 11 forced turnovers ranked us at 118 overall in the country and 13th in the ACC. Those aren't good numbers. On top of not creating many turnovers, our defense also struggled to get off of the field on 3rd downs, but that's a video for another day. Now, luckily, we have quite an elite group of guys coaching up the defense this season. Now, it can and will take a lot of work, however, to coach these guys up, to work on technique and just improve overall their football IQ. I mean, when you have a coaching staff that has been with these guys and coached them possibly incorrectly or not really in the best way. It's tough because you have to retrain their brain, right? These techniques and the way that they do things has been beaten into their brain. Then you want to bring in a new set of guys, which, we believe are going to be better at training our players, at developing them, but you still have to erase all of that old stuff. You still have to break that down, because a lot of times when those things are beaten into you, it almost becomes second nature. It's instinct, and you go to that and you reach to that just without even necessarily realizing it, because it's been trained in your brain. So it is going to be a little bit of a job for this coaching staff to come in and, get these guys, start with a clean slate and just start from scratch, man. I truly hope that this coaching staff puts a big emphasis on turnovers this offseason, because with this offense that we're going to have, I feel like that they will be in a position to take full advantage of those turnovers in the 2022 season. And finally, coming in at number 1 on this list, and you know what? I realized early in the video I said that these were in no particular order, but I changed my mind. This actually might be single-handedly the number 1 most important area, the most crucial, critical thing that we must improve on during the offseason, and it's going to be none other than, you guessed it, tackling. Now, I do just want to come out and say that I firmly believe we are in good hands on the defensive side of the ball. When you factor in that we have Kevin Steele, who's very experienced as the DC, you have Charlie Strong coaching up the linebackers. We pulled Adai from Georgia, who's going to coach up the secondary. Surely one of those guys can work on improving our tackling this offseason. Please. Also, considering the fact that we finished as the worst Power 5 tackling team in the country in 2021, it can only go up from here, right? We were literally averaging almost 21 missed tackles per game in our losses last season. That is absolutely unacceptable and pitiful for Miami Hurricanes football. Now, luckily, our secondary coach, which I already mentioned, Adai from Georgia, is known for coaching physical toughness and solid tackling techniques. Hopefully, an experienced DC calling the defense in combination with Charlie Strong and Adai coaching up the players, we will see some improved tackling in the 2022 season, because goodness knows we need it. So please let me know down in the comment section below a few areas that you feel like are most crucial, most important, that we must improve on this offseason. I mean, you can just give me a list of 1, 2, 3. You can give me just a number 1, or you can break it down and give me 3 to 5 areas and then also give a full explanation on each one of them, because I'm really looking forward to reading Canes fans' ideas of what they feel like is most important that needs to change or needs to improve in the offseason. With spring practice quickly approaching, it's going to be time to get back to work and hopefully begin the transition into becoming a well-coached, mentally and physically tough powerhouse football program once again. So there's a lot of really exciting things coming up on the Coach Coop YouTube channel in the coming months. We all know that spring practice is almost here, as I just said. The spring game will be aired on ACC Network, so we'll actually be doing a live hangout here on the channel so we can react to it, and I'll be able to hook you guys up with links, hopefully, to watch the game if you don't have ACC Network. The NCAA 14 with updated graphics and updated rosters, the simulations will be kicking back off this season, and hopefully I believe I've worked through all of the technical kinks. We're actually going to be doing kind of a dual PC setup sort of thing. I won't get into all the details here, but I think that we'll be able to simulate the entire 2022 season with updated graphics and updated rosters, and everybody seems to enjoy that quite a bit. So it gives you a look, even if you're not into video games, guys. It's an opportunity to talk about Canes football in June, in July, in August, and see these guys take the field in a video game environment. So it's still cool to talk about them and see them perform in this virtual environment. So we'll have that coming up. Of course, we hit the 20,000 subs. We do the big giveaways, plus special guests and things I have planned. So many things going on this offseason, guys, and I'm super pumped and excited for it and can't wait for it to get here. Remember, though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I got to say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out.